welcome back to my channel, Reading and Retail. My name is Crystal, thank you for joining. So I thought I'd jump on and talk about a book that I just finished. The name of this book is called Bad Twin by Gary Troup. This book is based around a small private investigator. His name is Paul Artisan. He mainly does little things like insurance fraud or spouses that are cheating on one another and things like that. He just had a little bitty office, dusty. All he had was some old filing cabinets and a laptop, and he just basically made his money that way. Well, one day a man showed up at his doorstep in a beautiful suit, and this man needed help. He told Paul that he was needing help finding someone that was very important to him, someone that he knew for a fact that is in danger. He described this person as always inviting danger into his life. Now, he told Paul that he normally hears from this person all the time, but all of a sudden he's disappeared. He hasn't heard from this person in 4 months. So this person that he's describing is his identical twin brother. Now he's describing him as mirrored twins. He says that they are two halves of one egg, a left side and a right side. He just says they look the same, they have the same hair, the same lips, the same DNA, everything is the same. But he calls his brother the left side. Now there is a rumor that there's always an evil twin and a good twin. Well, he tells Paul that his brother is the evil side, of course. Now, he introduces himself to Paul as Cliff Widmer. They are a very wealthy family in their community. They're very well known businesses, things like that, buildings. Once you hear that name Widmore, you know exactly who they are. Now the evil twin per se, his name is Alexander, but he never liked his name Alexander. He refused to go by Alex, so he just shortened it down to Xander. So he's in hunt for his brother Xander. And Paul asked him, you know, with all the money that your family has, you have the money to get the biggest and best private investigators out there with the hugest equipment available to fly all over the world and do anything that you need. Money is no object. Well, he told Paul the reason why he chose Paul, someone small, is he doesn't want to bring any attention to the family. He wants it low key. He describes his father as having a heart condition. I don't know if he's saying that he has Alzheimer's or the beginning stage to Alzheimer's, but his dad is getting very sick. He doesn't want to upset him. Now, he told Paul that the last time that I'm calling him Alexander now. The last time that Xander and his father spoke, they got into a very heated argument. So that's another reason why he wants to get the family back together, because if something were to happen to his father, he doesn't want his father to pass away and them not be able to mend fences. So he told Paul, I need somebody on this very quickly. Think it over. I'll call you back tomorrow. Money is no object. I will give you places that he was last seen, people that he knows, wherever you need to go, you know, passports, anything that you need, we will provide. Well, Paul told him, okay, well, I'll think it over. There's some family business I need to take a look at and handle and things like that. So that night, him and one of his good friends, Manny used to be his professor at the college he went to. They're really close. Manny is 70, in his late 70s, but they're really close, and they ironically share a dog. It's an older dog, and they take turns keeping him and walking him, and they meet up every night at 6 o'clock in the evening, and they talk about their day, and you know, they take care of the pet. Paul decided yes, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna take on the task and see what we can do. Now I'm gonna go ahead and interrupt the video real quick, just to let you know, you probably do hear humming. There's a heater on in here because it's very, very cold in here, and I didn't think I could do it without the heat. The next day, Paul gets a call and lets Cliff know, yes, I'll go ahead and take the job. So Cliff starts giving him names and addresses, booking flights, sending him all over to the last people that has seen Xander. So he goes here, he meets with these people, he questions them. He says, you know, the family's looking for him. Can you help me? He starts interviewing people. Everybody gives their story about Xander, how they know Xander, and says, yes, but he's not here. He said he was going here. So basically Paul starts hopping around the world, literally. Well, the weird thing that starts happening is every time Paul goes and questions somebody, when he leaves, that person ends up dead. People start dying, and no one knows, are they trying to get after Paul? Are they trying to get after Xander? Nobody's figuring out what's going on. Well, the last place that Xander was spotted was in Australia. So of course the family booked him a plane out, gave him the directions, where he was going, where he was last seen, the last person that's talked to him, and he's on his way. On the plane, Paul meets a lady. Her name is Prue, short for Prudence. So they hit it off. They kind of like each other. Prue is from Australia. So when they're playing lane, she's like, hey, let me show you around. You can stay in my hotel. You know, we can get to know each other. You know, I kind of have clues where you need to be. So he does. The next morning when they wake up to get ready to leave, the sun is shining in the hotel room, and Paul notices a glimmer coming from the other side of the room. On the other side of the room, he gets up and he goes, Prue has a gun in her purse. So, of course, he freaks out. He doesn't know what's going on. He wants to know why. Oh my gosh, why is this lady carrying a gun? So he takes the gun out of her bag. He waits for her in the chair to come out the bathroom, and he's holding the gun to her as she comes out of the bathroom. Well, Prue has to tell him what's really going on. What's really going on is Cliff also hired Prue, but not to find Xander, to follow Paul. He wants her to keep tabs on everything Paul is doing, where Paul is, of course, in Australia, what he's doing, who he's talking to. She lets the cat out of the bag, the real reason why Cliff hired him. Now, this is not a spoiler. I'm not going to go too much deeper because it will be a spoiler. But she does clue him in, hey, they didn't hire you because you're small and they want to keep their privacy. Cliff hired you because he thinks you're going to fail. He secretly does not want Xander to be found. There are secrets in this family for reasons why he does not want his twin brother to be found. The last thing I'm going to say, without going any further to spoil anything, both of them find Xander, and let me tell you, yes, I like this book. I can't go any further because it will be spoilers, and I'm really big on not doing spoilers on my channel. So yes, they find him. I can't say anymore. But this, I really liked this. This was an easy read for me. This is, let me see how many pages this is. This is 258 pages, I do believe. 258 pages. For me to get through this says something, because there are a lot of times where I try to guess what's going on, And I'm very guilty of guessing and assuming that I know what's going to happen. And I'm like, oh, I know what's going to happen, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I throw it up on my shelf and I never finish it. I finished this. This was really good, guys. So if you have a fascination with twins, let me know down in the comments. I do. My mother had a set of twins. Her first child ended up being twin baby girls. My father has a set of twins. His first child ended up being a set of boy and girl. And my daughter, her grandfather is a twin. So there's a lot of twins in my family. I pretty much thought I was going to have a twin, so I do have kind of a soft heart for twins. And behind me, if you're new, these shelves here are my not read shelf. And I have more books about twins. So yeah, this was a good read for me. This was fun, kept me on the edge of my seat, and I really liked it. So yeah, guys, I hope you like this little review. The winner of my fan bag has not responded. I'm gonna give her a little bit more time to respond. They come like this. If she has not responded in maybe about a week, I'm gonna go ahead and do another drawing because it's a nice gift in there, guys. Okay, guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me. See you in my next video.